Or did you want this one to be?
Either one. Okay, today is Tuesday, January 12th, 2016. New year, Mr. Nicholas. And I said 16. I got it right. I call the village board meeting to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Zarnik.
Here.
Trustee Feichter.
Here.
Trustee Frankie.
Here.
Trustee Listener.
Here.
Trustee Petri.
Here.
Trustee Prochnow.
Here.
Everyone is present this evening. Tonight, we have the invocation from Pastor Stefan Petuznik from the Christus Victor Lutheran Church, and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. Everyone, please stand. Pastor, I apologize. We're running late. I apologize. It's all yours, if you want to.
Abundant and generous God, we give you thanks for all that you do in our lives. We thank you, Lord, for new beginnings, the new year, and for all the opportunities that lie before us. We thank you that we can live and serve the people here in Elk Grove Village. We thank you for all the building and sign improvements we could do to make Elk Grove more beautiful. In 2 Samuel, God says, "One who rules over people justly, ruling in the fear of God, is like the light of morning, like the sun rising on a cloudless morning." We pray for this new year that you give us many beautiful sunrises and a sense of justice and vision to serve all people in this community. We pray that we overcome divisions with conversations and kindness and help us always to work together for the common good for all people. We pray that you protect us this year from all evil and keep us safe. We pray for those who work in danger, firefighters and police officers who often sacrifice their lives so that others can live in safety. We pray for this board meeting tonight that you give all leaders the skills of being good listeners so that we truly understand each position that is presented. Be with our Mayor, Craig Johnson, who leads this meeting, and be with each trustee and each attendee to make this time productive. May this new year bring us many beautiful sunrises, hope, and peace to all people. We pray all this in the name of God, who created us, who redeems us, and who leads us each day. Amen.
Amen. The flag's to my right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Pastor, thank you. Those are beautiful words for a new year, and very optimistic. Thank you. And here, we now have dark chocolate logos, so they're healthy. So you're all set.
Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
Pastor.
God bless
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. He was very optimistic, George. So we got to be optimistic, right?
We are.
Okay. We move on now to the approval of the minutes of back on December 15th, 2015.
I remember. I move that we approve the minutes and dispense with the reading.
Second.
We have a motion by Trustee Petri, second by Trustee Zarnik. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let the record show unanimous approval. Now, Mr. Knickerbocker, your favorite time of the meeting. Little Wendy's report, the mayor's report.
It's like a sun rising on a cloudless morning.
Yeah.
At least it's not sun setting on a cloudless night.
True.
Okay, so I didn't have a chance to attend too many meetings over the past couple weeks with the holidays and all the rest, but on Thursday, December 17th, we had our last tollway board meeting for the year. We approved our budget. Budget was approved at $1.3 billion. And while we approved it, I'm sitting and figuring out, I think, Mr. Rummel, that was 14 years of our village budget, money-wise, in just one tollway board budget. So, but we're doing a lot of good. We're moving along. Even during the snow over this past weekend when I was going out near Huntley back and forth, they do a nice job. The guys are actually still working on Saturday and do a good job. So it's moving along. Everything's still on schedule and pace with the tollway, and can hopefully get 90 open and fully operational by the end of the year, and the Elmhurst Road interchange, and we'll see a lot of improvements that way. Today we had a SOC meeting. SOC meeting went very well. We finalized our contract with JDA for the work on the Fly Quiet Rotation Runway Plan. We've had conversations with several conversations with Ginger Evans, the head of the Chicago Aviation Department, and working very well together. We were talking about that at SOC meeting today, how far we've come. In the past, the thought of Mayor of Elk Grove working and talking a lot to the Aviation Director of O'Hare would never have been a reality. And today it's part of reality. So we're excited about the opportunity to work together, find some solutions for us, and make O'Hare a better neighbor for all of us in the region. Also, the board and I would like to thank, we received a lot of nice letters over the past few weeks with the holiday season and all the rest from people, and we appreciate the kind comments. Mr. Nickelback, the concert series very well received. People seem to like our lineup this year, and that's very nice. And what's nice, too, is not just residents, but we even have people outside the community thanking us for putting on. They enjoy coming to the community, enjoying the concerts, eating dinner in one of our restaurants, so it goes well. And I just want to make sure people understand, I say it every year, I'm going to say it once again, the concerts are 100% funded by a hotel tax, cigarette tax, or video gaming revenues out of it. So that's, well, besides sponsorships and the park district, putting some money in. And we pay for everything, including manpower. The overtime cost of manpower there is covered through the concert fund. So unless you stay in an Elk Grove hotel, which Mr. Zunica may do, but we won't talk about it, smoke or play video games, you do not pay 1 penny for those concerts. Come and enjoy them, relax. You have a nice evening that does not affect you as far as your wallet goes, and we look forward to it. Good one this year, right, Mr. Nickelbacker?
Yes, indeed.
Do you remember the lineup?
Somewhat.
Okay. Who do we open with on July 4th?
Foreigner?
No?
Close enough?
Nancy? I'm sorry, Trustee Stein. Peter Cetera.
Ah, yes.
The birthday, or that's the 4th of July. The first one out here at the town center,
Leanne Rhines?
Leanne Rhymes. Our birthday celebration on July 17th, Sunday.
That's the one I thought was Peter Cetera.
It's
For the Foreigner.
Foreigner. And who do we close up with on the 26th?
I forget the guy's name from the Doobie Brothers. I forget his name.
Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald.
Okay.
So quite a lineup.
That was
I
close.
guarantee by that time, you've heard enough outside the parade grand marshals, you'll know this second in line.
That wasn't a shot on him.
No, I wouldn't.
I didn't think so.
No, no.
So we're looking forward to all that. Last item before we have some swearing-ins tonight, Bussey Dam update. Bussey Dam is fully operational. It's all been engineered, designed, computerized, hydraulics worked out and all that, except one issue we're still waiting to resolve. And that is, we have sensors along the creek. Some of you may have seen those black poles. There's one right there by the high school, behind my house in the high school. There's one down by Devon and Bussey, or Devon and the creek. Then there's one that's going in over by, besides the dam area, there's one that's off by Goff Road and the creek. I don't know if that's sure if that's Rolling Meadows, by Rolling Meadows, Schaumburg, whatever. Well, that needs electricity to operate. That's one of our key sensors to tell us when to work the dam, what height, because it measures the height of the water on the creek, whether to lower the dam, raise the dam, and stuff like that. Well, we've been waiting 6 months for engineering to get done by our utility company out there, and it's not done yet. So we're hoping they are working quickly on it to get that operational. Once we get a power source set up out there, then we're set to go. So our hope is to have it all fully operational before the spring thaws come, but we'll have to wait and see. We're a little despondent. We thought that was being taken care of. We found out just a couple weeks ago it wasn't being taken care of. It is now being taken care of, hopefully quickly, but otherwise it is ready to go. But without those sensors, it's all part of a state, federal, county, multi-jurisdictional, MWRD. We have to have it operational. Because I said, why don't we just run an extension cord from someone's house out there and we can get going that way? But that's not allowed. Actually, we're looking at maybe a generator, so we're seeing if that's a possibility. But we are almost there. I know before it was the hydraulic pumps not having enough power. Now it's electricity at one of the sensors. But we're optimistic it should be done relatively quickly. So we're moving along there, Mr. Nickelback. So hopefully we won't have flooding this spring. That make you happy?
It does.
Yep.
I'm always happy.
Always happy. Okay, with that complete, we do have some swearing-ins we'd like to work on. All with the police department tonight, right, Chief Schmidt? You know, Chief, I was looking, today I had a picture of Mr. Knickerbocker's office. Are you in your 41st year now?
I'll complete 41 years in March.
In March. Started in 1975. Mr. Knickerbocker, you know what I was doing in 1975?
Kindergarten?
Close.
What?
Freshman in high school.
Ah,
And you were
here.
just starting to collect Social Security? You just started to collect Social Security?
Yeah, getting there.
Just kidding. You're here right then, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
1971, George?
Yes.
So you're going to be on 45 years this year.
I was 10 when I started.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You're 110? Okay, so Chief, why don't we do the new officers first?
Okay, you want to call them all up at one time? Or one at a time?
Each individually.
Okay, Officer Guzik. We have 3 new officers that started with the Elk Grove Village Police Department in September of 2015. They just completed the police academy. First one is Officer Eric Guzik. Eric here grew up in Elk Grove Village. He went to Stevenson Elementary School, Meade Junior High School, and a graduate of Conant. And he also attended Rockford College and graduated in 2007, majoring in physical education and business administration. Prior to being employed with us, he worked as a correctional officer at the Cook County Sheriff's Department.
Okay, let me get the right one here. So a major in physical education and business administration. That's a unique combination. And now, were you going to be a teacher at one time, or?
No, I like the sporting aspect of the business behind the sporting aspect of running a team and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, because I taught history and PE when I was at Wheeling, so that's why I never saw phys ed and business administration. That's kind of a unique thing, but it makes sense what you're doing. So, and then you switch over now to police.
Yes.
Good move. We're glad to have you.
Wait,
If you're-
wait. Lauren?
Oh, thank you, Trustee Park. No, you're right. She's been asking me for about 10 months, swearing in. You know you're on TV right now.
I want to
It's actually the camera behind you. Wait, no, you switched to that one now, I'm sorry. Wait, no, okay. Is this good? Do you have my good side? You want-
You haven't cut
Don't
out
answer
that, right?
that.
Yeah,
She doesn't know
there
any
is no
better.
answer to that.
You raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Eric Guzik,
Have been appointed to the position of
have been appointed to the position of
police officer
police officer
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the village of Elk Grove Village
and the counties of Cook and DuPage.
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
I support the Constitution of the United States,
to support the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of
duties of the office of
police officer,
police officer.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Can I say a few words?
All right. Well, thank you for everybody for coming. I want to thank my family for being here. The support was great. The support from the academy staff that instructed not only myself but other recruits that I graduated with. And lastly, I want to thank Elk Grove and the Police and Fire Commission for giving me this opportunity. And I just want to do a great job, and I will. So thank you very much.
So now, you went to I'm not sure where that school is. Did you play any sports while you were out there? Or?
I did not know.
No, you're a husky, big guy. I thought maybe you played football or something like that. I'm serious.
In college, I played.
Did you really?
But yeah, I was kind of a late bloomer.
Okay, well, good for you. Well, again, we welcome you. We wish you well. And, we like having our local guys come back and be part of the community. You're going to do a great job.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Who's here with your family?
Oh, yeah, there. Who's out?
My wife, Lauren, the one in the green shirt, and then my mother-in-law, Kathy, and my father-in-law, Rick.
Oh, great. Well, here, I'm making sure I'm giving some chocolates for you. And I didn't see you Friday to tell you for sure it was on Tuesday because I didn't go in, but I didn't see you on Monday. I went in, but you weren't there Monday, so I was going to let you know, so I apologize. Okay, there you go.
All right.
Good luck to you.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
a lot.
Is this, I take this too?
No, that's just
yours?
that's
All
my
right.
copy.
Okay. Officer Mironov, come on up. This is Officer Tony Marinoff. He graduated from Western Illinois in 2013 with a bachelor's in law enforcement, and he's currently working on a master's degree at Lewis University. His previous employer was a security specialist at Walgreens and also worked with the Andy Frame Security Organization. And he comes with a special talent that he speaks fluent Russian. Yes.
That's something you learn. How'd you learn? I need that. How you learn Russian?
I'm from there, so
Oh, you're from Russia?
yeah.
Okay. So whereabouts were you?
That makes sense.
A city called Chisinau.
And that's east, west, north.
Looking at the map of Russia, it's like to the west side by the Ukraine.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, guys, real quick. What's the nickname for the Western Illinois?
Wildcats.
No,
Leathernecks.
Western Illinois.
Leathernecks.
Leathernecks. Very good.
I thought you were going to say
Just
how to
see
say
that.
something in Russian. Dobry noc.
I get him to do his oath in Russian if you want him to. So, but you know what? You know, we talk about that. That's good. In Elk Grove, we have a larger Polish population, Russian population, Ukrainian population moving in. It will be a benefit to the community.
Sure will.
To have that ability to be able to talk if necessary and stuff like that. So that is good. So, okay, I'm sorry.
Pretty
Well,
soon English.
raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Tony Marinoff,
Have been appointed to the position of
have been appointed to the position of
police officer
police officer
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
in the county of Cook and DuPage.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
I'll support the Constitution of the United States,
I'll support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
police officer.
police officer.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Tony.
Thank you, Mayor Johnson.
Also, introduce any family members you have here and stuff.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any family members here, and I didn't really know that I was going to give a speech, but I'm really glad Commander Bonilla from the Bloomingdale Police Department is here. He was really helpful for me throughout the academy. He really encouraged me, and thank you. It was really humbling, to get your approval at the end there, and it's really humbling for you guys to accept me into this community and let me serve with you. Chief, I just wanted to mention I finished my master's degree, so yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yay!
That's impressive.
And if you want me to say something in Russian, I'll just say spasiba, which means thank you. So thank you guys.
Very good. Hang on. Your friends out there, there's some chocolate to hand out to them, too.
Thank you, Mayor Johnson.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Okay, finally, Amy, come on up here. This is Officer Amy Petrowski. Amy was also hired in September of 2015, and she graduated 2012 from the Daly College for Criminal Justice, and she was hired by the Chicago Police Department, and she had worked for Chicago Police Department, I believe, for a little less than a year before being appointed to the Elk Grove Village Police Department, so we welcome her.
Wow, so you chose to come to Elk Grove instead of staying in Chicago, huh?
Yeah.
Now, I understand, you speak Polish?
No.
Oh, I thought, might be. I thought someone said.
Well, South Side Chicago, it's close.
That's good. That's good. Okay. 'Cause I thought someone said that. Maybe I misunderstood. Well, obviously I did. So, well, welcome to Elk Grove. It's a little different than Chicago, I guarantee you. Patrolling around our streets compared to Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Amy Petrowski,
Have been appointed to the position of
have been appointed to the position of
police officer
police officer
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
I support the Constitution of the United States,
I support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
police officer.
police officer.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Great. Thanks.
Now, did Mayor Emanuel swear you in?
With all four fingers.
Good point. Well, you got anybody here with you tonight, or any?
Just my whole new extended family of Elk Grove.
Ah,
is with me.
oh, good. Congratulations. Well, we look forward to you being here, and we'll be curious to hear if you got any stories about Chicago you can tell us someday. So when you're on the beach there, but we got some Chuck is for you too,
Okay,
and wish you the best.
it's my weakness.
Well, you
Thank
got
you.
it. Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Now, this is kind of unique, right, Chief?
Yes, it is.
What, 40, we're talking, you've been, what, 40 years? Have you ever
40
had
years.
anything
Never
like
had this before in the history, so this is history making tonight. We are promoting two people with the same last name, husband and wife. So why don't we have both of them come up here? We can have Commander Michael Garrison and Sergeant Shira Garrison. Why don't you both come up here?
Now, just to the record state, they were not married when they
No,
started
no.
here. They met here,
Correct.
and
And they got married and they started a family.
Very
And
nice. The family's out there right now.
yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
So,
Oh, wait, now, which one, what do you think? Do we go, is it
I don't know.
men first, women first, rank first? What do you think?
I think this is the only time Mike will be first, so we probably should do him first.
Okay.
All right, Commander Garrison. This is Commander Michael Garrison. He was appointed as a police officer in December 1994, and from 1998 to 2009, he served in our traffic section. He was promoted to sergeant in June of 2009, and he was in our criminal investigation section supervisor from 2013 to 2015 until his appointment to commander, which took effect on January 4th of 2016.
Mike? Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Michael Garrison,
Have been appointed to the position of
have been appointed to the position of
police commander
Police Commander
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
in the counties of Cook and
Do
DuPage.
solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
I support the Constitution of the United States,
I'll support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
police commander.
Police Commander.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you.
Wait, we'll make, no. We'll let Sheriff come next, and we'll let them
Okay.
come up together.
Oh,
to
okay, that
speak
sounds good.
about that.
Okay, this is Sergeant Shira Garrison. She was appointed in April of 1999 as a police officer, and she served in our criminal investigation section from 2007 to 2013. During this time, she was involved in several undercover operations and a federal task force. She also had the opportunity to go to our police academy, and she was a class supervisor, and she's also involved in our field training program. We do have the director of the police academy, Director Casey, in the audience here. So we appreciate you coming out tonight. And she was appointed to sergeant on January 4th, 2016.
Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Shira Garrison,
Have been appointed to the position of
having been appointed to the position of
police sergeant
Police Sergeant
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
in the counties of Cook and
Do
DuPage,
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
police sergeant.
Police Sergeant.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Come on up. Okay, so first off, who do we have here tonight? I see the little ones over there.
Now I'll let you go.
You're right. She's up there.
Yep.
Yes. We have our daughter Caitlin and our son Michael, and my dad Chuck, and then my in-laws, his parents, Bill and Diane Free.
Oh, God. Well, they're recognizable. We just saw them not long ago with a very cold Christmas tree out there.
Yeah.
By the way, it turned out that was a beautiful thank you tree. Did you ever get the picture? You got all that? You're good? Okay, good. Come on down. Come here. Okay. How old are you?
12.
And what grade are you in? Seventh?
6.
Sixth. Okay. What school do you go to?
Thompson School.
Thompson Middle School. And you're how old?
10.
10. What school do you go to?
Wasco.
And what grade?
5th.
Fifth grade. Now, your middle school, is it 6th, 7th, and 8th, or just 7th and 8th?
6th, 7th, and 8th.
So next year, you'll be in junior high? Oh, you'll be in junior high together. Okay. What sport do you play?
Well, right now I'm in indoor soccer.
Okay.
I usually play basketball, baseball, and soccer, outdoor soccer in the fall and spring.
That'll boy. You in any sports?
Yeah, I play volleyball.
Whoa. What position? Setter?
I play libero. It's like
Libero?
back
Oh, I
row.
know libero. My daughter played all the way through. So you got the different jersey on. Yeah, I see. I'm Mayor knows a lot of stuff. Don't worry. So, well, that's great. You enjoy that, huh? That's a great sport. Volleyball is I always thought one of the best sports in high school, and my daughter played. So that's great. So did you get enough film? Mom and Dad? Yeah. It's kind of exciting. Yeah. Yeah. Proud of your dad, aren't you, and your mom? You should be. They do a great job. So, well, were you guys up there for the treat too?
Yes.
Yeah, you're up there. Okay. Well, that's good. Well, should we let your mom and dad sing a little bit first? Well, who should speak, your mom or your dad?
Ladies first.
So, Sherry, why don't you go ahead and talk a little bit about,
right.
if you want your family and what you guys,
All right. Well, I just want to take a moment to thank the chief, obviously the department. I've had a really great career so far, and I'm excited about my new opportunities as a sergeant now. And obviously, I want to thank my family, everyone that's here, my husband, my kids, who've been very supportive, my friends that have shown up, all the people that have taken the time to mentor me over the course of my career. So I just really appreciate the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to new opportunities as they come. So thank you.
Mike, your turn.
I'm just going to say what she said. We just, right there? Is that good enough? No, when I started my career years ago, I just wanted to say, I never imagined being up here today. In fact, I didn't know if I wanted to be a supervisor at that time. But as an officer, as I grew and got more training and more experience, I realized that I not only wanted to make a difference with the community, but I also wanted to make a difference with the organization. So I thank the board and the Police and Fire Commission for giving me all the opportunities that I've had. I thank the police chief and the rest of the command staff for believing in me. I also want to thank all the officers for their hard work and dedication. You guys truly make all of us look good, and I appreciate that. Last, I'd like to thank my family, my parents, for all the guidance they've given me throughout my childhood and adulthood. My wife, Shira, for supporting me and for putting up with me, I guess would be better. And last but not least, my children, Caitlin and Michael. Their patience and understanding of our difficult schedules, they have no idea how much sacrifices they have made. Because to them, our schedules are normal, and it's not always that way for the rest of the world. So thank you very much, everybody.
You notice how we did this because I think Chief's right. When he gets home, I guarantee Cher is the boss. So that's why we had to make sure Mike is the commander here and her the sergeant. Because I can imagine if they both were sergeants at the same time, that could have been something. So on work, he can be the commander. When you're home, you're the commander, I guarantee. So we got some stuff for you guys. Come here. And your dad's right. You guys do sacrifice. I know your mom and dad have different work schedules and all that. It's not easy. And I know you help out a lot at home. Your dad tells me all the time that you're a lot of help. So I'm giving you guys each a lot of chocolates there. Hang on. You too. Now, I'm going to give you some extra. You got to give them to Grandma and Grandpa's too, right? Okay, so some extra for Grandma and Grandpa's. Can you carry them all? Good to go. And that gives you extra energy. Take one of those dark chocolates before you have a game and make your libero jump higher than any setter or anybody else by far. Okay? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Way to go. You folks will be sworn. If you want to get going now, by all means, go ahead before we keep going on. Okay, with that complete, we're done with the mayor's report. Moving on to, we got 9 minutes for the president. I don't want to get upset with me. Trustees report. We'll start with Trustee Prochnow.
I wasn't ready. I'm never first.
That's why I'm calling you.
I know, you knew I was gossiping over here. First, before I forget, I would like to wish Paul Petzel a happy birthday.
Yay.
Mr. Petzel, happy birthday.
Paul.
Yeah, way to go.
Our most loyal fan. in next to Helen and Robert, of course. So happy birthday to you. Then for the VFW, I'd like to invite everybody to mark your calendars for January 23rd. That's a Saturday night from 5 to 8:30 p.m. It's Polish night at the VFW. They will be having a menu of Polish sausage, stuffed cabbage, sauerkraut, kaluski, parsley potatoes, vegetables, rye bread and butter, coffee and dessert, all for $13.95. All entrees include coffee or hot tea. For reservations, call the VFW at 847-439-9284. They always do a really nice job, and it's a great fundraiser for the VFW. Secondly, I'd like to just remind everybody that our new village sign is out. I thought that you might talk about it, Mayor.
Electronic sign?
The new electronic sign. We just featured. It opened last week. It's located on the corner of Biesterfield and Wellington, so it's on the opposite side of the street from where the old village sign is. It's really beautiful. It's got such wonderful color and light and display. Very easy to read, and probably within the next couple weeks we'll have the second one on the west side installed. So enjoy the sign. Then, as you know, we are having our 60th anniversary car raffle. Win a 2016 Chevy Camaro. As part of the year-long celebration of Elk Grove Village's 60th anniversary, one lucky winner will drive away with a brand new 2016 Camaro. This is being donated by Castle Chevrolet that's moved into Elk Grove. All proceeds from this raffle will go to community organizations that serve the residents of Elk Grove. These organizations are a Caring Place Community Respite Program, Community Character Coalition of Elk Grove, the Elk Grove Youth Committee, Lions Club of Elk Grove Village, Rotary Club of Elk Grove Village, and the Sheila Ray Center Advisory Council. And those organizations take that money and put it right back into the community. So it's a win-win situation for all. Raffle tickets are $5 each, or 5 for $20. You can buy your tickets online at www.2016camaroraffle.com. We also will be having several events from now until the 4th of July where we will actually be selling tickets. You can buy them in person. And then on July 4th, 6 finalists will receive $600 in cash and a key. Then at the 60th anniversary picnic concert on Sunday, July 17th, one of the keys will start the car determining the ultimate winner. The Camaro is being donated again by Castle Chevrolet, the new owners of the former Hoskins Chevrolet dealership on Higgins and Arlington Heights Road. So get your tickets. I know I was trying to push them as stocking stuffers, but they make great Easter gifts, birthday gifts, Valentine's gifts. It's a wonderful opportunity to give someone a chance to win a Camaro. And then we always like to encourage new businesses coming into our community, but we also like to welcome businesses that take over some already existing businesses in our community, which that made no sense. But I would like to welcome the new owners of Jimmy's Char House to Elk Grove. The new owner took ownership about 8 weeks ago. His name is Tom Sizopoulos. If you get a chance, stop by and check it out. It's a wonderful, wonderful restaurant, and he's upgraded a lot of things without raising any of the prices. It's a great family atmosphere and a great place to meet some people. So check out Jimmy's Char House. And then I guess the last thing that I have is just my usual reminder that it is winter time, and we have had a little bit of snow, and I'm sure it would be really appreciated by your friends and neighbors if you would shovel your sidewalks so that people can walk safely on the sidewalks while walking to school, their pets, and just generally walking out there. A lot of people walk outside for exercise, and we just want to keep all of our Elk Grove residents safe. And if you have a neighbor that might need a little help, consider going out there and helping them shovel too. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Prochnow. Trustee Frankie.
Oh, thank you. I just wanted to mention last meeting, I mentioned about the Citizens Police Academy accepting applications for the January 27th start, and it filled up right away. So if anybody's still interested, you'll have to wait till hopefully maybe we can have one next fall. But filled up really quick, 25 people. So glad everybody got involved that could, and I wish them luck in learning how the police work. That's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Zarnik.
On January 8th, Trustee Listener and I represented the board at the Stevenson Schools Dare culmination ceremony. Over the years, our police department and the Lions Club have done a fine job of instilling in our youth the importance of DARE, to resist drugs and violence. What a wonderful celebration for those children, and a heartfelt thanks to their instructor, Officer Dave Johnson, in our police department. I also want to mention that next week, the applications for the Frank Zarnick Scholarship will be available. There will be 6 $1,000 grants available for Elk Grove residents, so look for that. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Zarnik. Trustee Feichter.
Okay, the Community Character Coalition is sponsoring the Carnival of Exceptional Character. This is going to be the biggest event that I think this organization in its over 10 years of existence has ever held. And it'll be Saturday, January 30th between 5:30 and 7:30 at the Pavilion. And virtually every organization in Elk Grove Village is going to be participating in this event. It's going to be a real big deal and a especially wonderful thing for kids. Loads of games for kids to play and get involved with. It should be really, really nice. And there'll be free food, and it's just the whole event of free events. So we want you to come to that. Hope that you bring kids. They will get a lot out of this. Many of the things they have are learning experiences, like learning how to, play bocce and things like that, and a lot of real fun things. It's going to be nice, and people should really think about coming this January 30th, 5:30 to 7:30. Also, the Elk Grove Village Lions are having their trivia night. They've had this now in the previous 9 years, so this will be their 10th annual trivia night. And it's going to be Saturday, February 27th, and it'll be in the evening. It starts at 7 p.m., and it's going to be across the street here at the Park District Garden Terrace Room. And the fee for it is $20 a person, $160 for a table of 8, and there's a cash bar for beer, wine, and soda, and there's a cash prize for winning trivia table and a cash award for the best dressed decorated table with a theme, and it's a lot of fun. The people that have come to this, I've worked as a judge at it at several years. The people really enjoy it. They have a lot of fun at the trivia night, and you learn all kinds of things. You're amazed with how much so many of these people know in these trivia questions that come up. I don't know how they answer some of them. It's fantastic. If you're interested in coming, you can just show up that night, but the best way to do it would be to reserve a spot or reserve a table with Lion Lenore Zumpf at 847-985-0381. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Feichter. Trustee Petri.
I'm going to start the new year off with no report.
Trustee Listener.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I know Trustee Prochnow always mentions reminding the homeowners to shovel their sidewalks.
She just did.
I know, but he has something else.
Yeah, I just wanted to add. I was driving through the business park after the first snowstorm, and I noticed a lot of people that probably get there by bus were walking on the street because there were some businesses that, the places were unoccupied. So it would be nice if some of those businesses could maybe help their neighbors out and shovel the sidewalk next to them also to get them. And I also noticed some of the condos are pretty bad also. They clean their parking lots and everything, but the sidewalks along the outside are unshoveled.
Yeah, that's dangerous. It's
Yeah.
just dangerous.
Then, of course, along Arlington Heights Road, where unfortunately the sidewalks are behind the houses, and we have a bus route going through there. None of those are shoveled, but it's tough this time of the year.
Well, I'm just saying, with this last snow that we had, there was an ice, basically sleet. It was 3 inches of sleet. I could see where people weren't going to be able to break that up once it froze. So,
Oh, no.
I mean, I give them a little
Not at all.
slack on this, but the people really should
Yeah,
take care of it. They're
yeah.
not going to get this off until it melts.
Oh, no. Well, actually, a lot of it did melt the last couple of
Yeah.
weeks. And
Not the last
anyway,
couple
but
days.
thank you for mentioning that again.
No, and just a
Chris,
reminder too that the shuffling is it can be a health hazard.
Yeah.
So please don't go out there and shovel if you're not healthy enough to be doing
Well,
it.
today, except for the cold, it was pretty easy to move the snow.
Today was a breeze.
That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. We move on to the consent agenda. I'm sorry, accounts payable warrant. We first have December 31st, 2015.
I move that we pay bills on December 31st in the amount of $1,985,287.24.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Petri, second by trustee Zarnik. Judy, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Feichter.
Yes.
Trustee Frankie.
Aye.
Trustee Listener.
Aye.
Trustee Petri.
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow.
Aye.
Trustee Zarnik.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. We have accounts payable warrant for January 12th, 2016.
I move that we pay bills to January 12th, accounts payable warrant for $1,666,387.19.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Petri, second by trustee Zarnik. Without objection, record the votes previously demonstrated, 6-0. Tonight, Mr. Knickerbocker, we have a consent agenda items, a very short one, considering we've been off for a month. I'm surprised. A, as in for a new year, what would A start with? And don't say hallelujah.
I wanted to say hallelujah or not.
By the way, if everyone knows, I checked the TV replay. He said hallelujah, not hallelujah. So it was with an H.
He's talking to Hal in the stand.
So A for the new year and what, Mr. Knickerbocker?
Alligator. I'm sorry, alligator.
Through E, as in.
In honor of the circus moratorium elephant. You're going to take the elephants
So
away.
come May, no more elephants in the Ringling Brothers Circus. By the way, Northwestern's going to win.
Thank you.
So we have A as in alligator through E as in elephant. I need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Zarnik, second by trustee Frankie. Any questions, comments from any staff or elected officials on the consent agenda? And with the audience on the consent agenda? Seeing none and hearing none, and without objection, record the vote as previously demonstrated, 6-0. There's no items on the regular agenda. Capital Improvements Committee, trustee Petri.
Yes, we had a meeting of the committee and discussing specifically the street program for 2016. I believe we'll be awarding that at the next meeting, or the first one in February. And we've got 6 streets on the west side, 7 streets on the east side, plus 4 in the business park. And in addition, with the SDP, the Surface Transportation Program, we're going to be doing Beisterfield Road from Meacham up to Rolway, and we're going to be doing Oakton Street from Sunnywood all the way to Oakton, and also we're going to be doing Greenleaf from all the way to Bussey, right? Yeah, Tawny to Bussey, and that will include at least 1, if not 2, railroad crossings. And those are in addition to the ones we were going to do anyway, right? Okay. So we do have some good work coming, and Estes is on there, and that's in bad shape, and there's been a lot of construction going on there. So when we get that done, that'll be good. Most of these have not been done in at least 10 years. Some of them are. Like Wisconsin Lane is 20 years.
Really?
So.
Because it's Wisconsin?
So it's huh?
Because of Wisconsin?
No, they're just good that they could last that long. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Judiciary Planning and Zoning Committee, trustee Listener.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have one item on our agenda, but if the board agrees, I would suggest maybe we could close that, because we did meet, and it was agreed that the Department of Community Development would create a text amendment to handle this instead of using a moratorium for self-storage
Okay, so
facilities.
without objection, we move the item.
Yes. And that concludes my request.
Thank you. Personnel Committee, trustee Frankie.
No report.
Recycling Waste Committee, trustee Feichter.
Just a couple of brief things. We are collecting now all unwanted holiday lights and extension cords. So if you have ones that are burned out and they're not working, you are not going to use them next year, want to get rid of them, drop them off at Village Hall. You can do this until March 31st. So we'd appreciate it. Last year we got I think hundreds and hundreds of pounds of these lights turned in. So bring them here, drop them off at the Village Hall. This is the last official week of the holiday tree pickup. So you should, if you're putting out your trees to be picked up, make sure they don't have ornaments on them or anything like that. And they're not in a plastic bag or anything like that. Just put them out. I saw a lot of people doing that today. And they will be picked up at the next pickup.
Can I ask a question about that?
By all means.
Why can we not have that tree pickup extended another week? Just as case in point, my husband is Orthodox. We just celebrated Orthodox Christmas on Sunday. That means I have to, because my garbage day is Wednesday, that means any of the Orthodox people that keep their tree up for the holiday have to get it down in a matter of 2 days to get their pickup for the next week. Why? What would be so
Mr.
different?
Marco? That's done by Waste Management.
Waste Management.
Right.
We have a contract, we'd have to broach the issue with Waste Management.
Okay. Well, at some point in the future, then when we're renegotiating, because it seems like every year we have this, and I've got a couple of days, and I'm sure my husband's not the only Orthodox person in town, and.
Can we have a drop-off point?
Well, I don't even think I could hardly haul that tree home. I don't know if I could get it back up with all this stuff on it.
Why don't we do this? Because, I mean, obviously this year it's too late, but we can broach Waste Management and discuss with them and see what they say for next year. That's a very good point. Well, I know some people keep the trees up to after January 6th because that's technically the day of the wise men, you know.
And I saw one neighbor struggling to pull the tree down in the snow down to the end of the driveway today, and I thought, really? I mean, what's one more week?
Well, how do they get it in the house?
How do they get it in the
Well,
house?
if they can't, don't pull it to their driveway.
Santa brings it.
But then, now, I, for example, still use tinsel, 2,000 pieces of tinsel on my tree, so I leave a trail of tinsel when I
You're
take
supposed to
the...
remove the tinsel. Pat just said that.
Don't take tinsel off.
Yes, you do.
You gotta take it off.
Yeah.
No one puts it on anymore anyway. Christine
Well,
Rocco.
apparently somebody does.
Oh.
So you
One
did
at
nothing
a
to
time.
do that.
Well,
You are,
it's till towards the end.
you are supposed to remove
Even
tinsel.
tinsel.
You're supposed to
Okay.
remove it all.
Well, now I've learned a
It's
lesson.
recycling. Yeah.
I've been reading this report.
Yeah, I know.
I know, she just doesn't listen.
We've been paying quite a fine in the village for the past few years because of the tinsel.
So she's
Now
the
we-
one that's done it.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Take full responsibility.
Okay, anything further on Recycling Waste Committee? Information Committee, Trustee Prochnow, she can talk about now. getting
No,
rid of
I have
tinsel.
no further information to dispense.
Nothing? You okay? Okay. Cable Television Committee, the dynamic duo of Trustee Lister and Petri.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I thought we should have a report. We haven't had one for a while, but I have two things I'd like to bring up. One, I got an email from Comcast, maybe some of you others have it too, that there's changes coming to your channel lineup. And there's 3 channels that have been eliminated to keep the prices down, which is a little hard to believe. But anyway, the 3 channels are POP.
What?
POP.
P is in Paul, O,
Yeah.
P is in Paul.
Yeah.
Pop.
You might want to see if it's still there. The other one is Spike,
Spike
and the
ain't
other is CMT. Now this
Country
is
music?
this is my lineup. Maybe you have a different plan, but it says your new package will no longer be available, and they're doing it to reduce their overall programming costs.
Spike TV ran a cops marathon over the holidays. They ran, actually, that show came on back in 1988, and they showed them all in its entire, in length, in sequence, all the way to the, I didn't realize it came on that long ago. I hate to say it, I watched that. I mean,
Well, this was effective January 7th. Now, I don't know the numbers of all these channels. I did find the one.
Spike is 28.
Well, POP is, I think, 63. Well, it was gone. Well, it's not gone. It just says you have to
Hang on.
enroll.
28 was Spike. Let's see, 2.
What was Spike before it was Spike? It was something else.
I don't know. So they're gone, or you have to what?
You have to pay additional fees.
Oh, yeah, it skips right to NTV 29. You're right, it's off.
POP is some say pop, but
You could
Hey,
say.
what do you get on that?
I think
Pew
they
Pew
have
63,
old
so.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know, sort of like
Okay, so we should see a dramatic reduction in cost?
no.
It'll stay
We'll
the
see an
same.
increase for maybe a while, but we'll see on that. The other thing is AT&T.
Right.
It's been quite a while since we've had an update on AT&T and what we're doing to support them.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get an update in the next,
Millennium.
was Ross or someone could put something together. Maybe they have
We're
these
this
channels.
close, though, to getting the state to go along with it and handling everything that we wanted to do. Oh, wait a minute, that was 8 years ago. Okay, never mind.
So anyway, I know there's a lot of AT&T users that would like to view this meeting, not on their computer, but on their TV. And I understand the quality of the picture has improved tremendously. It's not the little box like we were first told. So,
And trusted listener, I'm in total agreement. I'll follow my great mentor advice. We'll take it under advisement.
okay, well, that's good enough. Thank you.
I don't know, I'm sure.
And that, did you have anything else, Jim, after that?
No, I don't.
Okay, no,
I couldn't top that.
Okay, let's go continue that dynamic duel, the Business Leaders Forum.
No report at this time.
Okay. The Youth Committee, Trustee Jeffrey Charles Frankie.
Well, it's that time of year.
Swimming?
Scholarship time.
Huh?
Not swimming. Scholarship time. And we're going to have the Youth Committee and the Park District will have three $1,000 scholarships available. You need to be a Elk Grove resident and go to one of the local high schools. And the application will be sent to the schools and on our website in probably about a week and a half. So I know there's people calling already asking for the forms, so we just want to make sure all the dates are set. But right now you're going to have the applications in by May 6th of 2016. Please don't wait till the last minute because we've had a few people. Actually, one showed up 2 days afterwards, and we did not take it. So it's going to be cut off at May 6th. So all the information will be on the websites, and I'll go into more of everything in the following meetings up until May. So, but all the paperwork will be available in a week and a half. That's all I have.
Thank you. On this beautiful, warm night, Parade Committee.
The 60th birthday parade is Saturday, June 18th, 5 p.m. That's celebrating yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Any couples currently living in Elk Grove who were married in 1956 and would like to celebrate with us to ride in the parade as Grand Marshals, if you'll contact us, if you qualify and would like to be part of the event. Our next parade meeting is Monday, February 1st at 5:30 p.m. in the lower level, is that the municipal building. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Zarnik. Health and Community Services, Trustee Zarnik.
No report.
Liquor Commission, we have no reports. Special events, Mr. Knickerbocker went through, well, actually, no. The next special event will be the Memorial Day.
Well, Jim might have a report on our anniversary meeting.
Yeah, we have a meeting on Monday at
Okay.
6 o'clock in Room E, and we'll be discussing a number of things, all the programs that we're doing as far as the July 17th, as well as the Oktoberfest, and we'll be having a representative from Tasty Catering give us some ideas about the things that they're going to do for us, or with us, and so that will be an interesting update.
Are they bringing samples?
They said they would, but I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. They are going to host at some point, right? So you get some samples of what they...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just getting the particulars down, but I'm sure we'll have to have a...
They'll take us up to Usingers in Milwaukee for the
Okay. And then the other next special event for the community will be the Memorial Day.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, I think a nice and warm, and be inside again this year.
Yeah, we did.
And the controversy has died down a little.
I think it's last year with the storm coming.
Yeah.
During.
That made it
Someone said, "Boy,
a
Mary,
much better choice, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
someone said, "Boy, Mary, you should have some kind of power." That's but no, it went very well.
And we were always looking to tweak it, so we made make a few different changes in the ceremony itself, just to keep it interesting. But yeah,
I think it'd be great.
It will be.
I might add one more item. Maggie and I met with the Classic Cinemas, the Elk Grove Theater, about the programs that they could do for us. And we'll have another meeting. He had some good ideas and some things that we would have. We could do it weekly, monthly, or however we want to do it. And we'd like to take a look at getting some of the, like Dan Geyer from the Herald, who's a film, and
right.
give a discussion about it maybe before or after, tell you what to look for.
They do that on the classic nights. They have different people.
Right.
And
That's
I'm
what
sure
we're gonna.
that would be,
we're gonna look for
I
that.
think he organizes
Right.
that. Sounds
So
good.
we'll see what we
So
can do.
are we still looking like doing the movies from each decade, or? we're looking at
All
movies
except
from
that we were saying not the last ones, like we wouldn't have current ones,
Right.
but we'd have some of them going back to the 50s,
50,
60s,
60,
70s.
70s.
Yes.
That'd be a neat idea.
Yeah.
Because I know over Christmas they ran Home Alone on its
Yes, they
anniversary.
did, and that was very popular
yeah,
too.
that went well and stuff like that. That'd
And
be,
they're running Jerry Maguire right now.
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
It's all about the
That's
money.
on Tuesday.
I've said that for
Yeah,
years.
it was 20 years ago. You believe that?
Wow.
So
Time
so they're
flies.
very receptive to do whatever.
That'd be great. No, the classic cinemas are very good for the community. They work very well with us.
And a heads up is, I think now that our electronic sign is in with the digital, they're going to be asking for a digital sign for their displays too.
For the movie theater?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Said
we'll
what
see.
a pain it is to do all those letters all the time.
Every time they got to change it and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So we'll
But
see.
we got part of our new signage things allows
Yeah.
something like that, so that might work. So it makes sense. You're exactly right. Well, like gas stations, we let gas stations go from the old-fashioned way you do it
Oh,
digital
yeah.
now. So why not let them?
Why not let them?
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Anything further on that?
No, that's all.
Okay. Midsummer Concert Classic Series, that's the one Mr. Knickerbocker already went through. Airport update, we talked already about SOC. There appears to be no items on Plan Commission Zoning Board, Mr. Romo?
That is correct.
Report from Village Manager, El Nino report, I take it.
No, we are not talking about El Nino.
Actually, El Nino is weakening.
Like you said, we are not talking about El Nino.
No, I'm not joking. The El Nino reached its peak in October of last year. It was the warmest El Nino in 175 years, but it peaked. It's now, that's why we're starting to get some cold weather, because the El Nino is starting to downgrade and is allowing the more normal flow of air, which gives us wintertime.
The last time you talked about El Nino in
We're gonna
November, we had like the second worst snowstorm
That's right.
in November
And
history.
Gary Perrin was responsible for that.
No, he's talking about
No,
this year.
Mayor Johnson
this
did
year,
that
yeah.
too.
This year I
year,
talked
yeah.
about it. But see, I knew I wouldn't be in town, so I didn't have to experience the joy of that
Sure is.
snowstorm. So, okay. Nothing else, Mr. Romo?
I don't know what else I could add.
Okay. Report from our village clerk, Judy.
Yes.
You have good news.
Yes, the county confirmed we will be having early voting here. So it'll run from February 29th through March 14th, Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And that's for the primary election.
Correct.
And that means we should be in good position, hopefully, for the general election?
Yes.
That's a presidential one, Mr. Knickerbocker.
It is.
Yeah. You know who you're voting for yet?
I don't, because I don't know who's running. I mean, the primary?
Yeah.
I still don't know exactly who's going to be in the primary that I'll be want to vote for.
Oh, okay. You don't want to tell me?
Nope.
Okay. Any unfinished business or new business from any board members tonight? Before you go to public comment, Mr. Petzel, again, happy birthday from the community. We wish you many more. And we're glad you chose to spend your birthday celebration with us. That is quite an honor for all of us. I'm serious. Thank you. And to make up, to really celebrate it, Mr. Knickerbocker will be taking you out for some
cake?
drinks.
For birthday cake?
Whatever. Good. Okay.
No chocolate?
Oh, he's just not done with the meeting yet.
Oh.
Mr. Petson knows where to go. He'll be taken care of. Okay, I do believe we have one person wishes to address us tonight. Mr. Lucky, please. Yeah, because I've already gotten 2 calls from the White House.
I would call him, tell him to reschedule, but it's his last one. You know, he's going to hang on to it. Just real quick, I did bring copies just to make it easier to go along with everything. And I know that the officer gives it.
Yeah, officer, would you
I can
mind
take
taking-
it.
Hang on, Judy.
Okay.
Just going quickly, I will be brief. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity for this. You know, it's tough to rush, which is why we have the off-site meetings, okay? I'm not just here to turn on the microphone. I have a radio station. I could last 24 hours if I did. To that same effect, we did meet with Maggie, and it was very kind, very, very kind of her to take the time to do that. We had the meeting. Just the Russian officer would back me up on this. Every Russian fairy tale begins with the same way. It says the road is long, the path uncertain. Go, not knowing where, bring, not knowing what. The road is long, the path uncertain. Just like one road, many paths. We do know where we're going and how to get there. There's a lot of struggles and challenges, and I'll go right to the heart of the matter with this stuff, with some key figures that are of interest. Thank you to Maggie, and thank you to her staff for meeting with me to go through everything on that. One of the key topics is just drawing illustrations that were on the same level as the Lucas Museum, as well as Trickster Gallery. You know, and this is kind of covered on the second page. And there's a lot of figures there. I'm never going to be here to waste people's time. Okay, it's all for community interest. WDCB, again, I've talked about that and the transmitter and where that goes. We've reached out to a worldwide audience. I've heard a lot of cultural diversity here today, and I really celebrate that. I appreciate being in this community and, you know, enjoying the type of cultural diversity, which is why I started with a Russian poem. I'm going really quickly. Again, all this is there to review.
Well,
The playlist you have in front of you has a lot of cultural. I put Michael McDonald in there just to say we can do it.
Right. Mr. Lucky, here's pretty much where, and Maggie's kept the board and also updated on this. We have nothing against you trying to develop a nonprofit, charitable, cultural center here in the community. But you need to understand a few things. One, the village cannot be involved in it. This is a separate entity you're looking to do. We can give you guidance. We can point you in directions where you may want to proceed. But we cannot, for example, give you letters of recommendation. We can't give you letters of support. We can't ask for fundraising. It's something you have to do on your own. Now, I think Maggie's given you several alternatives of who to work with, to move forward with. And I know sometimes, she pointed out to you about some grants that are out there. Yes, there's a lot of competition for them, but someone gets them. And you might be the one to get them and stuff like that. What I encourage you to do is work. Maggie will be there to assist you and point you in the right direction. But you need to understand there's only certain things we can do and a lot of things we cannot do.
I understand.
And so
that, Mr. Mayor.
I understand you're trying to raise funds, which I commend you for. I think that's great. It's very noble you're doing it. But, you need to work that way. What I would strongly suggest you do is just like Maggie suggested to you is go online, look for potential grants to give you a foundation. Once you get that foundation, you'll have ability to raise money. And there's ways Maggie can point you in directions that can help you raise money and give you guidance on how to raise money. Then as you raise the money, then you have now the financial wherewithal to look at buying a site or renting a location to develop your whole idea. We have nothing against what you're trying to do. We think it's commendable. It's just you need to understand there's only certain amounts we can do as a government entity with you. There has to be that separation.
Oh, I do understand clearly, and that a non-for-profit can help another non-for-profit, all that. But again, our roads cross in the topic of community. I'm not a for-profit business, despite that I'm trying to run this like one of the most aggressive for-profits you've ever seen.
Right.
I completely understand that. The grant information, where it separates, goes between community development and non-for-profit. Okay, the difference is who owns that property. It's going to make a difference between $200,000 or $400,000.
Right.
Okay, I'll cut to the chase. Here's the chase part, and I applaud the efforts of the five concerts. There's 365 days in a year. Okay, those 5 concerts, and every penny that's spent to that, commendable and certainly worth every penny. And I understand where that money comes from. There's a point to this. The point is that costs a certain amount. I'm going for the other 360 days a year, every day. So if I'm doing that, I wouldn't be doing my job if I couldn't fit in 5 more and say, hey, that $310,000 to EMG Entertainment is on me, okay, and just wrap it all in a bundle. Our goal, published to the IRS, is $600,000 in donated goods, services, and kind donations, what have you. That's 10 businesses who owe $60,000 to the IRS that they trade in exchange for tax exemptions, whether it be funding, donations, sponsorship. They can't do sponsorship. And it's not a wish and a prayer. I've been empowered by them. They've seen the business plan. I've gone through 3 years of development and 3 years of school, just like officers graduate to do. I too graduated with business administration, but I also put all these things through that I will pursue every option. Okay, other options that will help me do that. Okay, if I can't have a cover letter, okay. If no is no, sometimes it means next objective. Okay, so what can I do? What am I allowed? What are the boundaries? So, okay, but something like that, I cannot see how any of the council members or the community would say, no, Don, I'd prefer you do this in another community, or at the same time, just through this recourse, someone else is picking up those ideas, and they will get a chance to take advantage of that before we do. I've been here since '75 as well.
Right. We're not against you, Mr. Lucky. We have no objection to what you're trying to do. We just have very limited parameters of what we can help you with. We can give you guidance, which I think is a huge step to help you point in the right direction.
It's a huge step.
And Maggie can actually, if you want to, she can easily put it down in writing for you, the steps you can take and need to do. As far as mixing the concerts with the what you're trying to do, there's no mixture because the funds that are used for the concert series is policy earmarked for only specific uses. A cultural centers cannot be intermixed with those funds. They're set up when their taxes were passed for it. It was set up in such a way to go for certain things. A cultural center not being one of them.
Okay, I
So,
understand.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
I'm
So-
saying to the community, okay,
Right.
regardless of that, once the cultural center is open, it's not one way of fundraising. I've listed 14 different ways of fundraising and money income for there because we're constantly on the move to do things like
Right.
that.
But
Once it's
again-
open, you can put the machines in there that you run, manage, just like Pennies and Dottie's and all this other stuff, or whoever a third-party company comes in to do, that is allowed.
Machines for what? What do you mean? Video gaming? Oh, no. Video gaming can only be placed in by ordinance, by law, I think. It can only be placed in a place that has a liquor license.
Well,
That has a
I'm
restaurant.
not looking for a liquor license.
Right, so that's what I mean. We couldn't put them in there. It doesn't meet state law. State law dictates where we can put them.
Okay, and
So-
again, anything I would question or doubt, I mean, there's a lot of hardcore diving in. Any of those big projects, before doing it, before fleshing it out, I would check it out with my IRS representative,
Yeah,
just
checking
to make
that.
fully
But again,
sure that everything's in accordance.
Mr.
And I just
Lucky,
wanted to give you an update.
I appreciate it. And Maggie gave us a very good update. But like I say, we're supportive of what you're doing. We just have to be very careful how we do it because we don't want to wreck what you're trying to do or hurt what you're doing. At the same time, we can't do something that would be improper for the village.
Oh, absolutely.
So-
Everything has
but
to
we'll
be
con-
above board. You see, that's completely
Oh, no.
transparent.
It's very good. I was looking at no, we're fine with it. We'll be working with you. Maggie's there to help you. Now, I do want you to understand one thing, Ms. Lucky. Maggie does a very good job for this community. What she tells you is the proper thing to do. If you don't agree with her, that's fine, but she can't change. She has certain guidelines she's got to work
I
within.
appreciate that. Not
Yeah,
to
and
not
understand
listen.
that. Use her to your ability to help you, but please respect when she says something to you that's got to be done the way she's saying. She understands the rules, regulations, and she's following them to protect the community and protect you.
I do understand, and I've not followed up on the council. I wanted to see if there was any references back from that because there's a big difference. And I haven't heard any response from the meeting, which was only 5 days ago. But I've given you a copy of it. She has a copy by
You'll be
email.
getting a full list on that.
It's just
and
I go really quick because we've wasted enough time. That's time wasted. Whether you pay the money, he does, she does, we do. It really is about the community.
I agree
and
with
what
you.
they're experiencing. And
Community's
who wouldn't
not-
want 365 concerts a year? We can do it. We can do
I
it.
don't know, 365 wouldn't be bad. But no, we'll keep working with you. We'll get it all done. Okay?
And it's not only concerts, education. That's where
I
the
agree.
Conan thing is on the back of it. They've spent about $700,000 to make a media room. I too went to Conan because I was on the dividing line. Otherwise, I would have gone to Elk Grove.
Mhm.
Graduating in '79, right next to you.
Yeah, right
You know?
here after me, yes.
Well, I'm still in Elk Grove, but I have been, and I wish to stay here and see this become a truly exceptional community. I really have a lot to offer, and I understand laws, bylaws, and
No, Maggie was very impressed with everything you had in all this, and that's right. We're going to work with you.
I appreciate that. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Okay, anything further? Mr. Petzo, remember to come down. I got some chocolates for you, my friend. Okay, if not, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
We have, Judy, I'll let you figure that one out. Can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Listener?
Aye.
Trustee Petri?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Zarnik?
Aye.
Trustee Feichter?
Yes.
Motion adjourned, passes 6-0. Folks, keep warm. Meeting adjourned.